Hey guys, I'm out in the shop and I just finished up rigging the Ranger Z520L that I'll be running in 2019. And I want to show you really quick just how easy it is to install the BBT mounts. This is the console unit. This is the bow unit. One thing that we done different this year, this is actually an extra accessory that you can get from us. This is what we call the Warrior Series, the Warrior bracket. This is going to replace your factory gimbal. So you can take that factory gimbal, the really flimsy one that comes from the electronics companies, take that, toss it out, and get one of these. These things aren't going anywhere. You mount it to your plate, you put it on. I'm going to show you how quick you can have it on, the bow, the console. Check it out. So one question we get a lot is, how easy is this stuff to put on? And I want to show you just how simple it is, how quick you can have one of these on. I'm standing at the bow, and your panel, depending on what model you've got, depending on what model boat you've got, this is a Ranger Z520L that comes with a metal panel here. It's going to have a metal panel at the console. It's got 8 screws in it. I've already got the screws loose. You're going to take these 8 screws out. You're going to pull the panel off. You've got your wires. I've actually got everything already pre-wired, ready to go. You take the mount out of the box. Now keep in mind, this Warrior bracket is going to come separate. You can actually upgrade and put that on there with it. I put some little decorative covers to cover the nuts and bolts and everything on there to make it look nice and neat. But this is what we call the Shorty Series, and then they actually have one that's a little bit taller that I run on the console that stands the units up a little more. You pull the panel off, lay ours in place. The bow actually doesn't come with instructions, but it's pretty much self-explanatory. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to run your cords through. Right up the middle, we've got a hole cut out right here that matches up with the gimbal mount. Make sure all your cords are out of the way there. It's going to lay nice and flat. I've never seen one yet come out of the box that didn't line up perfect. Everything lines up perfect. We actually send the bow plate here, you can actually use the factory screws. We send some black caps that look really nice, some decorative covers that look really nice. You're going to stick those in all the way around. So that's got everything tightened up with the bow here. We've got everything in place. One thing I do want to point out is, depending on the model boat that you're running, this is the Ranger boat, the Ranger Z520L boat, and the L boat actually comes kind of at an angle, the way they started mounting these electronics in there to fit the bigger units. One thing that we come out with, this is called the Wedge Mount, is the mount that we use here. It actually rotates, so you can actually take this thing, back these bolts out, and turn it to where you can turn it to whatever angle you want. You can leave it the angle that the boat is, that way you can utilize this space, or you can actually turn it to where, like I like to use mine, where I'm looking straight down at it, just where I'm standing on the trolling motor, I look straight down and everything's squared up. So just simply loosen these screws, and it actually rotates, it turns, and then tighten them back down. You're ready to go. That's how easy it is to install the bow mount. Now let's take a look at the console. For the console mount, we've got, you take this thing out of the box. Here's the neat thing about this product. It's sturdy, it's heavy. You can feel it. That's solid aircraft aluminum, really heavy duty stuff. Everything's stainless or aluminum powder coated. Really neat looking product. So you're going to take this out of the box. One of the first things that you're going to see most people do is take the instructions and throw them away. There's a couple of important steps that you really need to look at on that. So you're going to actually take the plate off, and we're just going to set this up here for now so you can see just how customized and how factory fit this thing fits. Now look at this thing. I mean, it's mean looking. We've got the Warrior Series brackets, the silvers, the blacks. That's my colors. I like those colors. They look really good on a boat. No matter what boat you're putting it on, they look really good. That thing's not going anywhere once you get it up there. One of the first things you're going to do is take the rear cover off. So this has got 2 wing nuts at the top. Really easy. Take the 2 wing nuts off. You're going to set this over to the side. That's going to be the last thing that we put on. Now, one other thing that you want to do on this particular model here, we actually send a little bit heavier duty screw. I think it's a number 10 screw that you're going to want to use. So you're going to actually drill this out. The size of the drill bit and everything's listed right there, how big you want to drill them out. You actually don't have to drill them out that much, and that thing will cinch down. The holes will be nice and tight, and everything will fit perfect. All right, so we've got it set up there. We've got the rear cover off. The nice thing about it, you lay it right back, it leans right against that steering wheel. Now you're ready to run your wires. I've already got these already somewhat together like I want them. You're gonna run your wires out the hole here. One thing you want to do is make sure you've got enough room, you know, because once you get your unit on there, depending on what unit you've got, you want to make sure you're not having to take everything back off to pull wire. So make sure you've got enough room. Set your unit up there. Make sure you've got enough cord here in order to get them plugged in. We'll run the same thing on this other side. You've got these rubber grommets in here that you know, keep them protected from the weather and keep water out of there. So the wires run. Make sure everything's missing when we lay it up there. Get those tucked back out of the way. That simple. Now you're ready for screws. All right, guys, there you have it. There's the console mount, the bow mount from Bass Boat Technologies. Really cool looking stuff. Once you get it up there, it's solid. The aircraft aluminum, stainless steel, it makes for a really cool look on your boat. And one thing I want to point out real quick is the rubber anti-vibration device that we put on these units. They're going to come right from the factory, set to your unit. Depending on what unit you're running, it's going to take all that vibration out of your units. Depending on what boat manufacturer you've got, we make something for all of them. Be sure and check them out next time you're in the market for some mounts for your boat or any other custom accessories. Be sure and check out bassboattech.com.